YouTube. Hi YouTube. I'm doing my 5-month surgiversary update here. So I am down this month. I think I lost 12 pounds. I'm down to 203. So I've lost a total of 71 pounds, which I think is a good number. It looks like my first month I lost right around 27 pounds, and that's with the liquid diet. And then since then, I've been doing a steady 10 to 12 pounds, somewhere in there every month. So I'm still losing, pretty comfortably in a size 16 now, instead of cramming into 20s, which were about 4 sizes too small. I'm still able to wear a lot of my same clothes. And I'd held on to a lot that were maybe a little too small for me. So now my closet, pretty much everything there fits or is a little bit too big. Probably next month I'm going to start throwing stuff out, maybe sooner. I think I really should get rid of the 20s. It's really weird to think that I am never going to wear size 20 again. Really hard to imagine getting rid of those clothes. So that's kind of fun and kind of exciting. I had a friend who's considering surgery ask me a couple questions, so I thought I'd address them on here, and just in case anybody's wondering. She is a little older than me and a little heavier than I was, and is, very strongly considering it. And I definitely want to let you know, if you're thinking about having surgery, you definitely should explore all your options first. They go through a lot of prerequisite stuff to make sure that you have tried everything else. However, I personally do not regret surgery. I think it was great. I don't think I could have lost the weight for good any other way. There always would have been a rebound effect eventually, and that's how I got to be 274 pounds. So I chose to do something that would prevent that from happening again and going even bigger, which would have eventually happened. So the first thing she asked me, which oddly enough, because we both had a Diet Coke addiction, was, do I still have my Diet Coke? Answer to that is no. I posted one of my earlier videos. I tried some sparkling cider, and it did not make my stomach feel well. I could probably get myself used to it again, but honestly, I think that it may have contributed to my weight gain, and I let her know that I really did feel that. Giving it up was super hard. I had an addiction, I used it like people use coffee. And it was really hard to give up for me. And even occasionally still have a real craving, like some Diet Coke with ice looks so good. But I've given that up for milk or orange juice, mostly is what I drink now. Occasionally Crystal Light. I like Crystal Light, okay. And of course, water, although I've been terrible at drinking plain water. But I feel like as long as I'm getting the fluid in, I'm okay. Obviously water's best, but yeah, I don't choose to drink soda, and I don't think I will choose to drink soda in the future, just because I do feel like it was part of the problem, and so I think I'm better off just giving that up. Another question she asked me, so I'm sorry if you don't like hearing about this type of stuff, you can fast forward, but she asked me, how are my bowels? So that was kind of a weird question, but I can tell you that it's different. One of the weirdest things that happens is now, because my stomach acids meet later on in the digestive tract, I have a lot of gurgling. Other people don't seem to notice it, but it's pretty loud, and it sounds like I'm starving to death. It's really loud to me. It doesn't really bother me that much. It's just real weird, like it gurgles. When I have to go, I have to go. I cannot wait too long. I can't hold it off too long. So but I am on pretty much a pretty regular schedule, so I kind of know when that's going to be, and I try to adjust my schedule accordingly. And pain-wise, I don't think it's more painful than before, maybe. So I don't know. I mean, it's different, but it's not so much so that I'm like, oh, this is terrible. I don't have major problems with gas. I've heard a lot of people say that gas is a big issue for them. So it's pretty, I would say pretty manageable, I guess, if that answers that question. Um, she asked me how my husband, if he was really liking it, because men are so visual. And I will say that for the most part, I think yes, he really likes it. He liked me big, and I have to say, like, that some of the things that come along with being a big girl are much smaller now and don't look quite as nice. But he seems to be, I don't know, almost feeling like he's with a different woman sometimes, and so I think that's kind of exciting. And I'm looking more. I would describe myself as more normal to the way I looked maybe 5 years ago. So I'm still a bigger girl. I'm still 202 pounds. It's soon to be under 200, but it's been pretty good. I don't know how he'll feel when if I get down to a really small size, like a size 6 or something. I'd imagine as long as I'm still curvy, he'll like it. And I'm still curvy. But I don't know. I don't know. We've been married a long time. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. And yes, I know men are visual, and they want to look at their woman and go, wow, she's still got it. But he's always treated me like that, so I'm lucky in that respect. What else? I think those are the major questions she's had. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm pretty much willing to answer anything. But I feel good. I have a lot of stress going on in my life right now. We're going through some shift changes at work, which is going to cut into what little free time I have. We're looking at getting my foster daughter back into our house, so that's going to be a big deal. And I would say that I still have the tendency to want to find some way to deal with my stress in a food way, but I can't, because I can't eat that much. If I try to eat, I get very full very fast, and that's it, I'm done. And I have a lot of half-finished plates. Sometimes I eat what I feel like is a lot, but if I look back, I'm not really eating that much. So I feel satisfied, I don't feel hungry, but a lot of times I still have that latent desire to want to deal with stress some immediate way. So I'm still working on ways to do that. My husband and I went to my sister-in-law's work the other day, and she has a hot tub there, and she manages a hotel, and so we sat in the hot tub, and that was really great. That really felt wonderful. So I'm gonna have to find better ways to deal with stress. But I not being able to follow through with it makes it really obvious what the problem is. Like, oh, I'm really tired, I want to eat. Oh, I'm really stressed out, I want a candy bar. And not being able to just do that leads to a minute of frustration, and then a recognition what's causing the frustration, and then a decision about how I'm going to handle it differently. So maybe in the past, maybe before surgery, I wouldn't be able to get past that frustration because I would eventually follow through with it at some point. And I can't do that now. So I think overall that's going to be a healthy thing for me, a healthy change, and I like it. I'm going to go ahead and get up and let you do a 360 so you can see, because I have not been brave enough to let you see what my shape is right now, but I'm hoping in 6 months it'll be even littler and I can look back and go, wow. So I'll do a full body so you can see, and you can see my fat deposits and everything that I'm talking about. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But so here it is. So I've lost a lot right here. I had a lot of extra weight, and I still have a little bit. And you can see where my fat deposit is right here, where I'm going to end up needing surgery someday to get rid of that. And you can see kind of where my arms still kind of hang down there. We'll do that here. So I'm starting to have a shape again, and I'm definitely seeing an increase in my self-esteem, and clothes fit better. I'm much more comfortable in life, sitting in chairs and just moving around. So even if this was all I lost, which 70 pounds is huge, I mean, who could even ask for that? I still would feel a lot healthier, a lot better. I hope I'm going to still lose more. I am still losing as we speak. It's been a pound every 2 or 3 days at this rate. So overall, I, feel like I'm going to get down lower. And when I figure out a schedule to where I can really, hunker down and have an exercise program I can live with, that's going to make me look even better and feel even better. So, but yeah, I'd love to hear from you if you guys are out there. Otherwise, I'm just kind of talking to myself. But I will update you guys in another month and let you know where I'm at. Bye.